Hey guys, I'm here for my very first episode of Total Fishing UK. We're going to be going down to the river and giving you some general tips and advice really on beginners, like mostly for beginners. Just doing like loads of mixed fishing for different species, so like stuff you're going to catch when you first start fishing out basically. We'll be fishing simple methods using reasonably light tackle, so it's not going to be too difficult for anyone really. But I'm Dan and this is Kyle.
Hello.
And Kyle's actually a beginner himself, so we're going to be teaching him a few things as well along the way. But we'll see when we get down there. Back guys, and we're at the spot. Walk you through the tackle and then we'll show you the where we're fishing. Right, what we're fishing with guys is we've got quite a small reel, fishing with, because it's beginner's tips, so we're fishing 6-pound line in case we hook into something big in the river, and we're fishing a 13-foot Chieftain match rod, which is absolutely inclusive. And then on the other end of the rig, fishing a canal waggler. Got it split shot there to hold it in place, 2 more there with another one just further down the line. So this shot is going to sit on the bottom, and then the bait is going to be like waving around in the water a bit. And so yeah, what we're going to be doing is guys, just fishing with worms and maggots really today. We've got some pellets and some ground bait as well, but it's quite a nice day to be fishing on. But I'll show you where we're fishing on now. Whether or not you can see it. Okay, we're fishing. I've got my hand over the camera. Fishing just on the river here. So what we've got is we've got the river coming downstream all the way, and it's coming here. And what it's done, it's created an eddy right here below our feet. And an eddy is what it is it's where the water backs on itself, and it creates like a current, and it just swirls around carrying loads of food and stuff. Kyle, on the other hand, stand that side, Kyle, otherwise the sun. He's fishing a slightly bigger. You want to let alone line up, you grab the arm. Swing it into yourself. That's it. Kyle's fishing a. I can't find it. It's gone. There it is. Kyle's fishing a crystal waggler, which is good because it, well, you can't see it in the water really, and it's got that luminous orange tip on it, so you'll be able to see that easy. He's fishing, looks like a 9-foot telescopic rod, so it'll collapse down easy for him, and slightly larger reel than mine, but it's still good. And again, he's got that small split shot weight on the end of the line just there. Okay, so that's the tackle guys. Oh no, one extra bit of tackle we've got here is the landing nets. Now wait for me just to put the landing net up. I can put the landing net up, please. So there we are. This landing net, it's what it does, it's collapsible really, and it extends all the way out. So it's just easy to like clip onto the side of your bag or whatever, or you can carry it around if you're stalking. But that's the best part of it really. I've hooked Kyle's hooked my net. We're fishing size 16 hooks as well guys. So in the winter, well it's not the winter now, it's almost spring now. But well, it is spring really, we're in March now. But so this is probably the best time of year for you to start fishing, because that's when the season starts technically. So fishing size 16 hooks. I'll just show you what they look like right now. I can find mine, which is on the very end of my line. There we are. Now you might not be able to see this, I don't know. But oh no, I don't think you can see this guys. See it? Yeah, no. I think if you can just make that out there, it's quite a small hook. But it's still, you don't really lose as many fish on it really. You might not get every bite, but you don't lose as many fish on it. But okay, that's once we've done that, we'll walk through some of the bait and stuff. So this is the bait we're going to be using. So what we've got here are the basic bait. Here, these are all maggots. They're all not as good the condition. It's not fresh bait, really. I've kept these are a couple of weeks old, really. These are. I should have bought some new ones, but we spent all our money at the fair last night, didn't we, Kai? And so yeah, we're fishing with maggots, and some of these have started to turn into like casters, which are just before the fish starts to pupate. The maggot starts to pupate and turn into a fly, and what it does is it pops like that, look. And what that is, it's just like soup in a case of fish, that. And then we're fishing with worms as well. And I've kept them in soil to keep them fresh, but now we've got plenty of worms and stuff in there. First, and we'll use chopped up sections of that. We've got these handy bloodworm micro pellets. Now, what these do is, you can, if we guess a spare container, I'm sure we'll be able to find one somewhere. We'll put some water into the container, and then we'll put some of these in. We'll mush these all up together, and what that does is, it gets like a ball. It's sort of like ground bait. This is called Chili Hemp. It's from Crafty Catcher. Really, really good bait company. It was £2.49 from the angling centre up the road. What it is literally just a load of seed and with a spice to it, really, which is what the fish are looking for this time of year. Here we've got some bread, which is crunched up, crumbled and everything. And then this is probably the most important part of it. This is our ground bait. Now what this is, it's literally just like a load of sludge, really. Well, not sludge. Oh God, I've put my knee in the worm pot. It's just like, you get it in a bag, it's all powder. What you do is mix it with water, and then what you get at the end is just like, scrunch up into a ball, and you get just this, which is really good. You drop that into the water, what it does is it all disperses out, and all these nutrients and stuff, they go out into the water. It's like a frenzy for fish, really. And what I've done is, in that I've mixed in some of the hemp, got some chopped up worm in there, and I've got it all over my hands as well now, and I've got some I've got some pieces of bread flake, and some sweet corn as well. But yeah, that's it for the bait. Now let's walk you through how to put the bait on the hook. What we're going to do now is show you how to put the maggots on the hook. You getting all of this? Yeah. What we're going to do is, I'm going to use bronze maggots at the moment. What you do is, just get the maggot, you're going to use the fat end of it. The fat end is not the head. And you want to just nick it through the skin and put it round onto your hook. Now with these size 16 hooks, generally you can get quite a bit of bait on them. So generally that is what I'm going to do, really. I'll put one of every colour. I've got white, red, and I've got bronze ones, or bronze or yellow, whatever you want to call them. That one's just come off, it's got in the water. The red one here. Yeah, get off. There we are. Now fresh bait, old bait that's all slimy and soggy, is not very nice bait to handle. But it still works at the end of the day. But that is really what your bait should look like at the end of it. So it's in the water, that's going to look like pretty nice for the fish. And I don't think, in the water, generally I don't reckon the fish are really going to see the hook. So it's not that much of an issue. But we're using barbless hooks, which means they're not going to be as much of a pain to get out of the fish's mouth. But then the maggots might wriggle off the hook. But yeah, that's all. Let's get it in the water, I suppose. We've hooked into our first fish, and I reckon it looks, a couple of flashes on it, it looks like a big chub or a massive roach. Oh my god, that's a roach. That is the biggest roach I've ever caught. What is it? Or is it a chub? That's like a chub, really, actually. So they said this way. Oh no, it's going to be nice. Oh, okay, and I've also caught your rod. There we are, guys. just shot off. It goes to show really that well, the technique does work. Let's get him over onto the bag. We don't have them hooking that. So I'll use my bag. Let's turn him over. Put him in there, and we'll go about getting him unhooked. Right, bring it in close a bit. But you can see here, there's a bit of weed on it where he's got his snags. You can see here, look, where he's just been hooked in the lip. Oh, calm down for it, calm down. I took a... No, so just pull that out there, look. But that, guys, it's called a chub. And they do get quite a bit bigger in here. But, yeah, well, that's the first fish of the day, and well, we'll see if we can get a few more. Now, just to show the parts of the fish, okay. Oops, this fin on top here. Oh God, he's just... Calm down, mate. Calm down. You're gonna work this side. Okay. Like that. Okay. This fin on top here. This is called the dorsal fin. Okay. These fins down here, I have completely forgotten what they're called. These just help us swim. My favourite fin is this one. It's called the anal fin. No joke. But let's get him back in the water, and I'll show you how to do that now. Actually, no, we'll put him back in the net. Let's just get the hook out the net. This is the most annoying part. Fishing, don't we? Look in your net, there we go. Let's just get him back in the water. Slime, it's horrible. So what we're going to do is, guys, get him back in the water. He's raring to go, look. So, as soon as he's back in, there he is, look, he's off. Yeah, he's fine, safe and sound, look. Actually see him swimming away again. But yeah, guys, that's first fish of the session. Hopefully let's bag a few more, and I'll see if Kyle can nick his first fish. Wow. Since I've just caught my fish, I've shown Kyle over here, my friend, oh God, how to fight them if you do hook into a big one. And what I'm going to show you now, generally, is how to bait your area, I guess. Now, if you can see down here to the water, you can see Kyle's float pipped just there. Okay, what I'm going to do is come over here. You get some maggots. Okay, just about this many in my hand. Okay. I'm going to throw them, and I want to put them just around Kyle's float. So that wasn't around Kyle's float. Okay, we're just going to go just around his float. Like that. And then what you can do is that's just going to attract the fish into that area. They're going to smell that, and they're going to start going around. And sooner or later they'll find Kyle's bait. And, well yeah, they'll bite really. And Kyle can nick his fish. So what we're doing here, guys, with these pellets here, these bloodworm micro pellets, we've soaked them in water for a good while. I think there's still some water. Oh no, and they've completely soaked the water up. So what we can do now is look. So we can just scrunch them up into balls like this. Look, see. And what we can do with these balls is as well, we can throw those in, just in down there, right next to Kyle's float again. And that's just going to attract fish into the area. They'll smell it, they'll start feeding, and then, like I said, they'll find Kyle's floats. Well, bait. They won't find his float, they'll find his baits. And then you might, oh, pardon me, you never know. You might hook a bigger fish than me, Kyle. So we've pretty slow. I think what it is the I think it's not the temperature, so to speak. It's